Welcome to Day 8 of your Productivity Meditation course. You've been developing your ability to recognize flow, resistance, and transition states in your work. Today we're advancing your noting practice to build what I call productivity momentum, the skill of consciously creating and maintaining forward movement in your work through mindful awareness. Find your meditation position, sitting upright with your spine naturally straight, feet flat on the floor if you're in a chair, hands resting comfortably in your lap. Let's establish your breathing foundation. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold this breath for 2 counts. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Feel your body settling with each exhale. Take 2 more conscious breaths like this, allowing each exhale to release any work tension or mental clutter from your system. Now allow your breathing to find its natural rhythm. Don't control it. Simply observe each inhale and exhale as they happen naturally. Place your attention on the sensation of breath at your nostrils, feeling the slight coolness of the inhale and the warmth of the exhale. This breath awareness will be your anchor as we work with productivity momentum today. Over the past week, you've learned to note your workflow states. Today we're expanding this to note what I call momentum patterns, the subtle internal shifts that either build or drain your productive energy. These patterns often happen below conscious awareness, but noting them gives you the power to work with them skillfully. First, let's practice noting momentum building. This is the feeling when you're gaining traction on a task, not yet in full flow, but moving from resistance or neutrality toward engagement. In your mind, imagine starting a work task that initially felt challenging. Notice how your energy might shift from hesitation to curiosity, from heaviness to lightness. When you sense this upward shift in engagement, practice the note momentum building. Try this now with a current work project in mind. Good. Now let's practice noting momentum stalling. This is the subtle feeling when your productive energy begins to plateau or decline. Perhaps attention wandering, motivation dropping, or that sense of spinning your wheels. Imagine a work scenario where you started strong, but now feel your energy flagging. Notice the physical sensations, maybe tension in your shoulders, restlessness in your body, or a scattered quality in your mind. When you recognize this pattern, note momentum stalling. Practice this recognition now. Excellent. The third pattern is momentum reset, those natural pause points where you consciously step back to reorient and choose your next move. This isn't procrastination or avoidance. It's the intelligent pause that prevents momentum from stalling. Imagine finishing one task and taking a conscious breath before moving to the next, or recognizing when you need to shift your approach mid-task. When you sense this wise pausing, note momentum reset. Feel into this pattern now. Now let's integrate all three momentum patterns into a flowing practice. I'll guide you through a visualization of a typical work session, and you'll practice noting whichever momentum pattern arises. Imagine beginning an important project. You sit down, open your materials, and initially feel some resistance. Notice what's present. Now, imagine that resistance beginning to soften as you engage with the first small step. What momentum pattern do you recognize? Continue with this work visualization. You're making good progress, feeling engaged and capable. Your attention is focused, your actions feel purposeful. Notice this quality of momentum. Now, imagine hitting a challenging section where you feel your energy beginning to scatter or your motivation wavering. What momentum pattern emerges? Finally, imagine recognizing this momentum shift and consciously choosing to pause. You step back, take a breath, maybe stretch or refocus your intention before continuing. You're not avoiding the work. You're skillfully managing your productive energy. Notice this pattern and apply the appropriate note. Beautiful work. Return your attention to your natural breath, feeling grounded in your meditation posture. You've now developed a sophisticated noting practice for productivity, recognizing not just your current state, but the dynamic patterns that create sustainable work momentum. This is advanced mindfulness applied to your professional life. For today's practice, I want you to note momentum patterns during 3 different work sessions. Pay special attention to the transitions. When momentum is building, when it's stalling, and when you need to reset. Remember, the goal isn't to force constant momentum building, but to work intelligently with your natural productive rhythms. Each time you note a pattern, you're developing the conscious awareness that leads to sustainable high performance. Take one final deep breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. You're building remarkable skills in productivity awareness. Tomorrow, on day 9, we'll explore how to use noting to optimize your energy throughout entire workdays. Well done on your continued commitment to this practice.